It's time now for business. I am Beverly Broohm. Public sector employees should not expect an increase in their net salary by 15%. That's the assertion by finance lecturer Professor Williams Prepra. Government yesterday reached an agreement with all public sector workers to implement a 15% cost of living allowance. Professor Prepra, who is an associate professor with Andrews University Business School, USA, said workers should be measured in their expectations. He spoke on Business Live.
Because of the tax implication. In fact, some workers may be worse off because when government is computing their chargeable income, the 15% COLA will be added to the basic salary plus any allowances before the PAYE tax bracket is applied. So this is what's going to happen. We shouldn't give workers the assurance that they are going to see a 15% increase in their net salary. This is something that we must make sure that workers understand, and then when it's paid, they don't also go and agitate again. COLA, or cost of living allowances, is a cash allowance which is subject to tax, and that is what is going to be applied now.
Meanwhile, Deputy Minister of Employment and Labour Relations, Bright Rekuburbe, says COLA is a temporary measure to cushion public sector workers. Hence, it will not be scrapped.
In this dispensation, you will recall that in 2014, there was a COLA. So we have history of COLA. The times that has engineered what has brought COLA now is not too different from 2014. And as things stabilize and normalize, then COLA goes away. So they will still go back to their basic pay.
So it's temporary?
Of course, that is the concept of COLA. You do this, we hope and pray. The Bible says everything shall come to pass. This is a globally induced pandemic, globally induced challenge that we have had on our hands, and we need to mitigate this. So the president, in his wisdom, thinks that we need to do something. And this is a discussion between labor and government. And I'm sure at any point, the discussion continues. So when we get to the bridge, I'm sure we'll cross it.
So you heard Bright Rekuburbe saying that COLA will be scrapped if the economy stabilizes. Let's look at the stock market for this week with Patrick Edem Agama.
The stock market recorded activities in 19 equities, with total volumes traded rising significantly to 60 million shares, representing over 3,000%. This was largely on the back of MTN. The GSE Composite Index fell sharply, recording a year-to-date loss of 11.66%, whilst the Financial Stock Index remained unchanged to close at 0.52%. There were no gainers for this week. However, the laggards were MTN and Camelot. MTN dropped by 7 pesos to close at 83 pesos per share, whilst Camelot lost a peso to close at 10 pesos per share. For next week, we should expect more activities in MTN and Total.
That's how we end business now. We leave you with news making headlines on the international front. Have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of our programs.